Hello, Aries. Welcome, new viewers, cross watchers, and my lovely Moonians. This is a reading for January 2020, a monthly reading. We will be looking into love and more specifically in terms of what is coming in for your soul as well. All right. So let's begin. We have the Seven of Wands coming in reverse, which is talking about someone who is feeling a little undermined, maybe at a crossroads, and is not being able to think clearly at the moment. Certain kind of decision which is impending. Perhaps we have been procrastinating a bit and not being able to make that finalized decision. This theme has been going on since the 12th of December, 12 portal. So could be during that time you started feeling that there is a change which is required. There are certain things which need to be finalized in order to go forward. And during January, this new decade will be giving you more inspiration to start navigating and thinking, going within what needs to be learned, what can we do about things, how do we go forward. Is there any kind of new message or information which is flowing in? Is my intuition saying something to me that I haven't been listening to, and now I should start paying that more attention? That kind of a thing is coming in. It's almost like there are two doors and someone is standing outside and is trying to figure out which door to choose, is also what is coming through. There are certain kind of new information which will help you in order to make that decision, is also what is coming through. Wow, the second card is another seven. We have a Seven of Cups coming through. So this does talk about that extra information coming from the spiritual realm also. Your guides are really protecting you, and your subconscious is also trying to nudge you in a certain way for your higher good. So it's now time to take that into consideration, because the procrastination needs to come to an end. The seven numbers coming through in two times is signifying there is a spiritual connection or certain kind of awakening, elevation which will be happening. In order for you to be at the pedestal or the platform where you can grow from, a stronger foundation needs to be built, and we need to upgrade ourselves, elevate ourselves from current scenarios which may be a little toxic. We have to move away from that. All right, we have Queen of Wands coming in reverse now. This one, when it comes in reverse, is someone who has a lot of mood swings and is a little shifty at the moment. This is a very zesty person, very ambitious, very passionate also. But when it's in reverse, she starts feeling suffocated and a little underconfident also of what she's pursuing, of how other people are seeing her, of how the other people will be receiving what she has to offer. So that confidence from within is highly required, is what is coming through. We have Nine of Wands, a lot of fire energy coming in, a lot of fire energy coming through. Fire signs apart from Aries are Sagittarius and Leo as well. So could be that the other person also has it in their chart, or someone who's acting in this state of feeling very tired, because Nine of Wands is a card where you give in a little, or you feel that you have been working too hard and you just require some time to breathe, because your body is not really being able to cope up with the action which is happening. That also could be there. This talks about all work and no play, or a lack of personal life also. So this is a person, the Queen of Wands is someone who is very nurturing, and at the very same time the center of the party kind of a thing, that energy. And when all of this comes in reverse or in a state of confusion, there may be certain kind of retaliation or backlashing that can happen due to impatience, or even negativity, or even certain kind of irritation, that is that anger behind the anger kind of a thing. Feeling pressurized and not really knowing which way to go, because someone is just about to give up a little. That is also what is coming through. All right, the other card is the World coming in reverse. So this one is talking about someone who's feeling a little lonely. Whether or not you are in a relationship, still this person is feeling that they are alone in this. That is what is coming through, which is why they don't really know what more can I do to make things work, to make this person understand that it is a two-way street and we have to pull in together. and not just one person trying to drag the whole relationship. That kind of a essence is coming in. If that is the case, even if you're single and you're experiencing this, now is the time that you really realize that you have been giving a lot, and now is the time that you start receiving also. In the beginning itself, like on the second, we have the Jupiter and Mercury conjunction, which is very auspicious for setting in new intentions, because a little bit of extra effort and enthusiasm, because the mental capacity and activity will be very large. There will be new opportunities coming in, and your dreams can be realized. They will be manifesting if you put in the intention, is also what is coming through. There's a new idea, new wave which is required, new take on certain things which is very much required, because the old way has been repeating itself, and there's a reason why, and we need to really take that into consideration. What is it that the universe, or even like your life is just trying to teach you again and again? And what is the reason? A common denominator is you. So acknowledging it is very important. I'm not talking about blame game at all. It's not going to work. It's not going to work for you or even for the other person. But how did we come up to this scenario is something which is coming in, especially if you are feeling experiencing certain kind of roadblock in your life, in any direction of any aspect of life. All right. So the card coming through is the Devil coming in reverse, Capricorn Major Arcana coming in reverse, which is talking about there are certain kind of karmic clearing which is very important. Really, the thing which I was talking about happening again and again. Is there a pattern? Is it like, how are people responding to you? A pattern. How are you responding to the situation? A pattern. Think about it. Can we change something in it? Have we been giving too much that the other person thinks that it is their birthright to be receiving all the time, that they don't really realize that they have to also give back, is also something that you need to think about. There's a bit of codependency which may be clouding your mind. So step away. There's a little bit of independence which is required. Breathing space instead of going round and round. All right. The other card is the Tower card coming through. So what I see over here is that someone is feeling a little confined with overly working, feeling a little limited, that they don't have much option. That kind of a thing is coming in. Perhaps that's why I tapped into the suffocation energy also. Someone is feeling overworked, overly tied up, or hostile in a particular situation in their life, and they may be acting in that same demeanor. So all of these energies are with the Tower card. It is saying that there is a storm which has been there, and you have to really see what all is getting soaked out of your life, because it is causing a clutter. And this storm which has come through is only for cleansing and cutting cords with all those things which are no longer in sync with you. Is there certain kind of cycles, patterns, and habits that are really limiting you from progressing forward? Become aware of it. Don't resist the change. No matter how habitual you have become, you've become to that particular thing, person, relationship. If it's not healthy, it's not healthy. Wake up. That is what is coming through. A major wake up call from the universe. In order for you to realize and experience your dreams becoming a waking reality, we need certain change. We can't be expecting change to happen on its own. The universe also wishes to see that initiation from you, and it is giving you a kickstart. When this comes in terms of love, this talks about something which falls out, or perhaps you had a breakup or certain kind of separation due to the fact what was built on shaky grounds. And you can't really blame others or something or the other. If you are blaming, you have to blame yourself as well for that, because you somewhere or the other knew that it is a little shaky, that it isn't really that stable. That kind of a thing is coming in. Or perhaps this person really the other person needs to let go of certain kind of relationship, or that karmic essence which is coming in, that needs to be stabled out. It's almost like getting a clean slate as the new year begins. I don't know whether you're going to like this, whatever I have said or not, but that is what is coming in. And I'm not going to hesitate from saying that because I'm here to guide you all. I'm not going to spoon feed any goodness or exaggerating things or giving brandy for warmth with sugar kind of a thing. I don't know why is that coming in. There's this, what I just said is a channeled energy. I have no idea why I said that, but anyways, that is what is coming in. It's almost like to this person in particular who's being a little narcissist, to the universe is saying, get your shit together, wake up. That kind of a thing is coming in. Like time's ticking. You've taken enough time. You've put this person through a lot, whether you acknowledge or not, whether you're egoistic enough not to realize it. But if you break their heart in any way, you will be going out because this person will come out stronger. They'll really come out as a queen, fiery queen with the spirit of courage in them. They'll fight it through, and once you are out of their life, it's a clean slate. You're not coming back. Bye bye. They are such a wonderful person, such a enigmatic personality that people are drawn into his or her life. Don't take this person is being asked, don't take this person for granted. That is what is coming through. And if I can channel that, step it up in your life. If this is somewhere or the other resonating with you, I don't know. I just feel this person doesn't deserve your attention. And it need not be in terms of love. It could be some family member also who's being very reluctant and overly rude. It could be their own defense mechanism because their world is kind of shattering at the moment and they're not really being able to handle whatever aspect is going downside. And this is their defense mechanism. And they're feeling more safe by being a repellent to that kind of a thing is coming in. For some reason, I have to say that. So anyways, we have milk and honey coming through. I will read what this is saying, but I do see a little bit of cornucopia kind of a energy which is coming through from your milk and honey on the skin is really soft. So maybe this, what I just said, this is coming in as a balm and telling them to soften their edges a little if they want things to work out. All right, we have Thinker also coming in with 4444. This is talking about, there's another energy card with Thinking Woman. So I will be tapping into that energy and talk about it because that is what I'm being called towards. I will read a little what this says. But this is also someone who has been thinking way too much and now needs to start putting that into consideration. The analysis paralysis, I'm saying that after a long time, is coming through over here. We need to start taking action now. Too much of ultimatums, deadlines have been given. Now is the time that you initiate. What do you want? Let's control that. Let's bring control back into our life by first freeing ourselves from the current situations. All right, so we have Fork in the Road also coming in. Very interesting because I did tap into two doors and a man or someone standing outside and trying to choose which road to go. And this is number 13 coming through. And this is talking about choose which direction you want to go. The universe and your life will start rallying to encourage you to go towards a more meaningful life where you get what you truly deserve and you are not undermined. That kind of a thing is coming in. You are at a fork. You are at a crossing point. Choose what is best for you and handle it with care when it's in regards to other people so that they understand. If you are at a yes or a no kind of a situation, let's have a heart-to-heart talk. Not indirectly, but straightforward, face to face. What are we doing? We have tagged along, put things off, ignored certain kind of, pushed certain vital conversations away because we were tired or we weren't in that space. Let's do it now. Everything has been dragged for too long. That is what is coming through. All right. And I do see You are at a cross point thinking about what to do, and at the end of it, whatever you choose, the best outcome will be coming out of that, if perhaps, the person is not even understanding what you are actually going through, because they're too caught up in their own world. That is also what is coming through. Things will smoothen out, but really choose the route which is best suited for you. Some reason I said route, and 44 is here, which talks about foundation, stability, grounding yourself, securing yourself, knowing that you're protected. The next steps you take are very much vital for your dreams to come true. So start taking action. And root chakra activation also will be very nice. I'll quickly read the basic meaning of these cards, and then we'll go along with whichever one I am getting drawn to read about, since this is a new deck. All right. So the essential meaning with the fork in the road with the llama. I love the llama. I hope this is the llama. Yes, it is. With the owl and one. This is really interesting. Really interesting. I don't know. I'm getting inspired by this, like traveling ideas. Time to make a decision, considering the consequences as you prepare to act, owning up to your obligation to make a necessary choice, which is coming through. And one protection message I have to say for those who are in that dilemma. Indecision is extremely frustrating and will lead to anxiety, loss, and confusion. At this juncture, let's say junction, you can't remain in place without losing your weight altogether. Avoid the tendency to let others choose for you, which amounts to a subtle refusal to take responsibility. Don't give your power away, not even to this oracle. Take back control of your life, girl. By not making a choice, you are making a choice. Whoa, okay. For which you must be accountable. This is crazy. I'm getting goosebumps now with the resonance which is coming through in this reading. Where are we? If that choice leads to undesirable circumstances, take heart. Spirit never tires of giving you second chances. You can always start again once you have learned this valuable lesson. Certain lessons are coming through. Learn them, experience them, and get stronger. There's a stronger version of you evolving into the authentic person who is raising his or her standards. All right? That is what is coming through. This one says strategy being analytical and logical, divine feminine energy which is coming through. I will be reading the protection message, in which these protection messages will be certain kind of questions which come through, which the spirit is asking, or you may like to think about, and it is like pushing you and making you realize what is really coming through from the situations that are surrounding you right now. You might be suffering from This says from analysis paralysis. No kidding. It is actually written analysis paralysis. Okay. You know what? Irrespective of whatever is happening, you know at your core that you deserve it, and you will, at the end of it in life, achieve each and every goal of yours. What is making you sit back right now is also what is coming in. It's like almost like pushing someone to get up from the chair is what is coming through from the universe for you, and it is coming in from utmost care. Even if these energies are something which you feel are somewhere pushing you to do something and you don't really want to face it, once you get into the flow of it, by pushing yourself initially, you will understand why this was required, because it is a process of empowerment. All right? Thinking has its place, but trying to figure everything out logically is not going to work right now. Your conclusions will likely be faulty, and you may act upon false assumptions that will get you in a jam. Give your mind a rest, do something creative, exercise or meditate. Soon you will come to your senses, and an aha moment will bring new clarity. So that aha moment, that eureka will be coming in. Analysis paralysis needs to go. Do what is coming in very naturally to you, and don't overly think. that also leads to procrastination, a certain kind of stagnation that needs to go. All right. With milk and honey, this is saying the taste of prosperity, opportunities, born of authenticity, nurturing abundance, trusting that your needs will be met. Beautiful. So I will read this as well. I don't know. I just feel like, I need to read these cards so that you realize that, like, all these cards are coming out on their own. I'm not the one infusing anything into it. And I want you to read because this is a very strong one track kind of a message which is coming through. All right. So I am going to do that for you guys. This says, a nameless unease compels you to turn to pleasure and comfort as a means to escape what's really going on. So that kind of a energy with the devil is getting replicated over here. It works in the moment, but only fleetingly. Before the feelings turn and you need to re-up until you're exhausted. That's the kind of thing which will be going away. Something which is short term or comes with an expiry date that needs to go. That is what is coming through. And feeling worse than before, you may continue struggling. And I just emptied the melting wax a little and the light is up again. Let go of those things which are suffocating you. Or you may see the light and choose to surrender to spirit. Now is the time for practicing extreme self-care. If you can, do so before you engage in behaviors you'll regret later. Don't be too rash due to impatience or irritation, all right? So this also says, you are loved, you are so loved and so cared for. Feel love and compassion for yourself. Turn your troubles over to the divine for healing. That's all that counts right now coming in. Beautiful. And I have said it in the mid-December reading also, the kind of love, I think it was for you, or I say it quite a lot for Aries. The love and respect that you expect from others, give it to yourself first and see how that changes the ripples that you are creating. And things will come back to you in manifolds. All right. So lastly, we have awareness coming through and a bauble just fell off. Green rays also, because it's a green bauble. So green rays of healing will be very nice. Call out to Archangel Raphael. Awareness says, live in the moment, be conscious of your thoughts, look for signs and guidance. See, that manifold thing which I was just talking about, attraction factor, law of attraction, is at work. The present scenarios is a culmination of the choices and thoughts that you accumulated, and this is the harvest which is coming through. If you wish to alter it, we need to alter what we are focusing on up also, is what is coming through. And also one thing I forgot, I started this reading at 11:11 p.m. So that is something, and I've completely forgot about it, and right now I thought about it and I was like, I had to say something about the thoughts, and why didn't I say it? And it's coming through over here. Anyways, so become aware of what you're thinking. Shift your thoughts. Fear-based thoughts need to go out of the system, because the more you stay in that energy, you attract that same energy. All right. So we have Sanctuary also coming through with the 44 that I was talking about. Take time out from the world. These two cards. Retreat a little from society, restore, rest and rejuvenate, and then come back. Spend more time alone, meditate or go on retreat is coming through. A vacation also may be nice to get the zest back. That kind of energy is coming in. But yes, a little bit of peacefulness is required. Too much agitation has been going on. And from time to time, your soul, your spirit, mind, heart, and body requires that. That time, extra time alone, self-care, spending some time with yourself without thinking too much about the stresses, coming back with a new zest, that kind of a thing is coming in. Give yourself the time to breathe, breathe, breathe. That is what is coming through. Because with that, taking that extra time, you will be able to reflect on things or see things from a different angle, and that will make you realize things. Right now we are too much in the moment, like too caught up, that we're not being able to see things in a different light, and that is exactly what we require right now to upgrade our lives. All right, so that is what is coming through. May you have a beautiful 2020, a year of success, awareness, upliftment, ascension, and abundance. Do let me know if this resonated, and please do subscribe if you haven't already. We are building Gypsy Moon channel on YouTube once again, so please join the ride. Until next time, Om Namah Shivaya. Keep that vibe high, my lovely Moonians.